worry about, all the other Michigas, the homeless walking around the streets and people screaming at you.
You're talking about here.
I believe we're now live.
On the west side.
Yeah. So, there's something to be said for that.
Hi, everybody.
Hello there.
You want to take out your phone and go onto YouTube? I want to see if it's actually live on
sure.
the channel. I never went live on YouTube, so I'm curious what the results are right now. You gotta make sure to hit that subscribe button. MJ Realtor 365.
Let me hear you say something into the just the microphone a little bit.
The best.
Again.
I can do this all day.
Perfect.
The best initials in real estate. Is it live? Oh, we're live right now, and you subscribe. Let's see.
Flattering.
Yeah, but dun, 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 dun. So you can show it to him. We're live on YouTube. We're live.
Oh, so there's a delay.
A little bit. It's like I'm hearing myself talk again.
Okay. So
That's terrifying.
So do you want to record your commercial?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me hear you say something again.
The best.
If you can just approach us back to us a little bit. Okay. Let's say it again.
The best.
Okay. Again.
Again, I can do this all day. The best.
Okay. That's all you got to say is the best?
No, I'm going to say more.
So when I count to 3, take a deep breath, give your voice power. 1, 2, and 3.
The best initials in real estate. Oh, you want me to say more?
Oh, I thought you were doing a commercial.
Oh, so wait, here's how the commercial is going to go.
Okay.
So hopefully you can get involved as well, because we want to try and play along with that series of the best. The best. So I normally have people who say to me, "Oh, you're the best." I'm like, no, you're saying it wrong. So just that phrase, the best, as long as you don't say it like me, I'm going to correct you.
Hop it down. Here's this. I'm going to say, and now Mark Jared, the best, and you're going to correct me.
And then I'm going to have...
So then let me, if you're going to talk, then
yeah, you're going to have Dan involved as well.
Let me test this sound. You don't need the headphones.
And then I'm going to say the event coming up. The Best NYS Franchise and Small Business Fair. Get tickets on eventbrite.com.
Okay. So let me...
And then we'll end...
Let me hear it. See this. Say something.
Hello, darling.
Say it again.
Hello, darling.
Okay, one more time.
Hello, darling.
Okay, you can move back just a
little bit.
Stop. Say it again.
Hello, darling.
Okay, you're fine. Okay. So are you ready?
So just explain.
So what I'm going to do. And now, Mark Jared, the best.
Okay. I'm going to say it's the
and then
best,
when I do that,
I'm going to do the best.
And I'm going to say the best? Like a question.
That, and then I fix it, and I say the event title, and then I'll say, get your tickets on eventbrite.com. And if we can end with you saying, put in promo code RADIO for 5% off your vendor spots. So we end off with your beautiful voice, because people know your voice and trust your voice, not ours.
Let me get
people like you, don't they?
They throw things we know. Joking. Say something again. I want to test your voice. Say something again.
The best.
Okay. One more time.
The best.
Okay. Let me hear you say something again.
How you doing there? This is Dan Levine.
Okay. And now we're good. And we're going to start. We're speaking with Mark Jared, the best.
No, Zev. It's the best.
MJ, the best?
No, Dan. It's the best NYS Franchise and Small Business Fair. Get tickets on eventbrite.com.
Mentioned code radio, 5% off for all vendors. That's it? You didn't say where it is. What? Where?
I should say more.
Don't you want to tell people when it is taking place?
I don't know how much time. That's just what.
No, otherwise it doesn't mean anything.
So
That's a good idea.
Should we do it again or just from there and you'll edit?
I can. Let me listen to them.
Can we also hear it?
Yeah, you have to wear the headphones.
Where's the cool headphones?
They're
The ones that were over here.
Yeah, they're three. They're two. I'll make sure they're plugged in though.
Which one should I give to MJ?
See if you hear anything in them, because I'm not sure which one is plugged in. You hear anything?
No.
I also don't.
I can make sure it's plugged in. There are two headphones there?
Well, there's another one actually.
Okay. Can you hear anything in that one? How are you hearing? You hear it?
I'm not hearing.
Okay, so let me see which headphones you have.
No, Zev. It's the best.
MJ. Best?
No, Dan. It's
Listen from
the
there.
best. NYS franchise and small.
Okay, this is working now. Is the other one working?
Get tickets on Eventbrite.
Is the other one
No.
working?
Doesn't
Code radio, 5% off. All vendors. So let me see. Which is one of the, you hear something right now?
No, but you can play it from there. We can hear it.
The best.
Just make it a little louder. We'll hear it from there. The best.
Best?
No, Dan. It's the best. NYS franchise and small business fair. Get tickets on Eventbrite.com.
Mention code radio, 5% off for all vendors.
And then we'll continue from there.
Okay, so let me just lower the volume of this. No, I shouldn't be saying 5% off add to the end. Or unless you
You say
want
it twice.
Okay, fine. So when I count to 3, you're going to pick up, and you're going to say when it's all taking place. I count to 3. 1, 2, and 3.
This business fair, the best, is coming up May 23rd, 2024 at 10 a.m. And the location is 9001 Beach Channel
You
Drive.
gotta do it again because you. Okay, let me hear you say something again.
Hello, puppet.
Say something again.
Hello.
Say something again.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay, so when I count to 3, you're gonna do it again. 1, 2, and 3.
The best NYS franchise and small business fair will take place on Thursday, May 23rd at 9001 Beach Channel Drive by the old courthouse. Get your tickets on Eventbrite.com.
Mention code radio for 5% off for all vendors. Want to hear it again from the top?
Oh,
We're speaking with Mark Jarrett, the best.
no, Zev. It's the best.
MJ. The best?
No, Dan. It's the best NYS franchise and small business fair. Get tickets on Eventbrite.com.
Mention code radio, 5% off for all vendors.
The best NYS franchise and small business fair will take place on Thursday, May 23rd at 9001 Beach Channel
Drive by the old courthouse. Get your tickets on Eventbrite.com.
Mention code radio for 5% off for all vendors.
But do you tell people what this is all about? Why people should come? I'm trying to.
I mean, it says just in the name itself. But if you feel that we should add something at the end,
No, I mean, don't you?
Well, there are different types of commercials. I mean, if it's sort of like an explanatory commercial with a little bit more time,
We can do another one version of it.
you want to do like a more explanatory version, or we can do a conversation about it. I mean,
You can do a conversation both of you. Let me just.
when is this going to play? How long is it? Like,
It's a 60-second commercial. It's going to play between now and
it's 60 seconds we got. That's a long time.
Yeah.
and how long was
This was 60 seconds.
the whole thing? It was 60.
Let me just save it before. What's the name of the expo? We should call it
It's the best
the best expo.
NYS Franchise and Small Business Fair.
That's a mouthful.
And it is. That's why I have a big mouth.
Are we still streaming?
Of course.
Well, of course you're streaming. You're always streaming. Everything you do is
And
streaming.
what's your YouTube channel? You want to tell the audience what this
Talk
is?
Line with Zev Brenner. They can go and do and watch there as well. Let me just save this as the best. The best franchise show.
Best NYS Franchise and Small Business Fair.
But you have to have people who's going to be there, what's going to nerves, why should they come?
I mean, Dan Levine's going to be there.
Yeah,
What more do-
No, case closed.
Yeah.
The best
pun intended.
franchise.
Case lawyer.
What's called the best franchise show?
The Best NYS Franchise and Small Business Fair.
Also, that's not just an opinion. That it's the
No,
best.
it's
Been scientifically proven to be the best.
Yes, because whenever someone sees the best, they know it's associated with me. Do you want to go to the worst event? Do you want to go to just an event? Do you want to go to the best event? So I decided to put the best before everything.
If you want another explanatory one, you may be, because just to say I'm having a business fair, it's not going to get people to come. You have to get people more receptive, some that have to have a sumptuous lunch, dinner, they have big speakers.
You know what? Can I add anything else to that last part?
Yeah, you cover 57. Okay, what do you want to add?
You want me to tell you before I'm going to add it?
Yeah.
So I do have Karam wines. They'll be there. So wine, and there will be cheese from the cheese store. So we will have cheese. People like cheese.
I'm not sure that's enough.
I don't think it is enough.
You need something business oriented together. If you're gonna have a scrum, just to have wine and cheese is not.
And edible arrangements. Don't forget. Or that delicious fruit, that dipped.
Who's
fruit
speaking?
chocolate.
Give me some idea of what's gonna draw people to the event.
Well, this event is taking place at a 40,000 square foot building that is available for lease.
Just move out just a little bit, but you don't have recording yet. Yeah, but why would people want to come?
Because they have the opportunity to see the space and enjoy it and see what opportunity is within for their small business or franchise at this location.
You need more of a hub.
Breathtaking water views.
That's your reason why you want to have in this space. You want to rent it, but for people to motivate,
Parking.
to come to a business event, you have to have some sort of. You don't have to answer now. We can always do it. You have plenty of time, but you need a better. Brooklyn, why would he want to come?
500 people expected to be there. I do have approximately 500 people, I believe.
Then you're going to have to commit with it. You can join over 500 business leaders, business owners. In other words, you have to come up with colorful language that will convey that will make it attractive.
Tickets are selling fast on Eventbrite.
Yeah, but what people are going to buy.
Well, the tickets for attendees, attendance is free.
Yeah.
For attendees. And everyone loves business fairs. Everyone loves going to these things.
But I've been to business fairs where very few people showed up. And I've been with lots of
Well,
people.
that's because you didn't have the best.
Okay.
Warren Buffett is. We could say Warren Buffett is speaking, and then when he doesn't show up,
I can say Warren Buffett will not be there.
say Warren
Zev
Buffett.
Brenner may.
Donald Trump.
Trump.
Let me tell you, this event, it's going to be, let me tell you something. This event is going to be huge. It's going to be big league, not to be confused with big Lee. That's not a word. Big Lee is not a word. Or big league. If I have to go to the bathroom, it's going to be big league.
You don't have to give the answer today.
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm just saying you're not going to get as much traction from this.
So what, like, for example, like what? For example,
Our last
In other
event had
words,
100 plus people.
Yeah, but you have to put down the networking, what having. You have to have at least some star power that will draw people to the event. In other words, there's so many different business events.
Yeah.
Why want to go? In other words, you have to put yourself in the person reading your ad and listening to your ad. What would motivate somebody listening to it saying, "I want to go"?
In my opinion,
yeah, go ahead.
from since COVID, there hasn't been a lot of events going on.
They have been.
No, since COVID.
Since COVID, they have been.
There hasn't been as much as there used to be.
There's
now
more,
that
there's
COVID,
more now.
Correct. So now that we're pretty much done with that, and people are starting to do events again, I want to enter into this space and create a twist on doing real estate showings, because real estate showings have been proven to be boring. There are open houses. There are times that people do not come. And for example, I have on Thursday I'll call it open office. This is for a commercial space with 15 offices, 15 vacancies. I have 100 people signed up.
Mm-hmm.
My boss himself said to me when I said, "Oh, I'm planning on having 50 people," he chuckled. He's like, "Good luck with that. I have 97 people signed up for it."
Terrific.
So I'm doing things that are completely unheard of with my background in marketing. So I believe taking it to a next level, not trying to just get 15 offices leased out, but a 40,000 square foot landmark, an old courthouse that hasn't been utilized in years, will really, take it to the next level for landlords trying to lease out their spaces. So really, I'm just trying to help the landlords in whatever way I can, whatever creative ways I can.
But you want to get 500 people, you have to have a hook. I hear what you're saying. You want people to
on
look
the
at
attendee
the
side, people sign up for things. That's easy. On the vendor side of things, it's a little bit more difficult.
And what kind of vendors are you looking to attract?
Small businesses and franchises. So, for example, Dan Levine, small business owner, owns his own law firm. I have Edible Arrangements, who I have a really good relationship with in the 5 towns. They have a kosher store there that they serve. She says to me, "I'll make sure that it's Pariv, the one for Shabbos, okay?" So these smaller franchises I'm reaching out to work with, contractors, interior designers, small restaurants, and even food trucks. I'm doing whatever I can to put everyone in one space to make it successful. You have a store like the cheese store. You have a liquor store that's getting involved. I've been doing events with Pearl for close to 10 years.
Right.
And she does free wine tastings with me because she knows who I bring.
Mm-hmm.
So she knows it'll be a well-attended event. So I have the people to back me who will be there because they know it's going to be successful and it's going to be enjoyable. So
you have any big name vendors that are going to be there?
Dan Levine. I'm just kidding.
I'm a medium-sized name.
So, I mean, the cheese store people like that kind of stuff.
In other words,
restaurants.
forgive me, but in other words, I'm putting myself in the ear of somebody listening to you, somebody who doesn't know you, who is interested in networking, interested in business, increasing their business, learning some business skills, whatever it might be. So the question though is what buzzwords or what are you presenting that they're going to say, you know what, I want to go, I want to be a vendor.
Okay, so
you're selling people based on your personality.
No, also timing. Why May 23rd? Why on a Thursday? Why at that time? So I have my signage company, PIP, in Inwood, and Michael Glenner, who owns a company, this small franchise, who does signage, said to me that if you do it a week later, people are already going to the beach clubs that are open. So
okay, after Labor Day.
Specifically after Labor Day. So this is the last event before people are going away. They're enjoying the beach clubs. Their kids are going to camp, and this is the last event. This is the event.
You're giving me a reason why that date. Forgive me for harping on it.
No.
Want to know is people want to come to your event. You have to give them, say, I'm coming to the event because this person is speaking. I like the fact it's networking with this great food, etc. In other words, you have to, in your pitch to people who don't know you, there has to be something a little bit more meat, even though it's a cheese event, more meat that's going to attract. You don't have to answer today.
So what are you thinking?
I think if you have like a big vendor, if you have a big company, you have a big speaker, you have the head of, Kushner. I don't know.
Well, it's different than a expo that's several days or a convention.
No, these are all, I've gone to PCon, JCon, these are all one-day events where they had, 700, 800 people. When PCon was real estate, JCon was also real estate.
Yeah, that was insane.
Yeah, and they had a big crowd, but they had a nice dinner, and they had some speakers. They had some.
How long was that event?
About 4 or 5 hours.
Okay, this is the same concept, but it's really, it's less, rigorous on what you're doing there with schedule-wise. It's more of I'm putting a bunch of vendors in one space and sending people that way. So it gives someone something to do. It's something fun for that day. They can bring their kids. They can enjoy. They can also do the business end of thing. It's good for the vendors, but it's just an unutilized space.
Okay, listen. You can. I'm just saying to you, if you have something more that will attract the vendors, I want to be there because you're charging vendors to come, right?
Correct.
So
it's under market. We're charging vendors.
Okay. But people,
so this is a chance for small businesses who can't afford to be a vendor in a general setting that's $1,000 or $18,000. It gives them the chance to have their business heard.
So that should be in your promotions, and exactly what you said now should be in your thing.
So let me add that at the end. I can do that.
You follow what I'm saying?
Got it.
Okay. So last thing you said, I'm cutting out my part. And you put down, this is an opportunity for a small business owner can't afford. Okay.
Yep.
1, 2, and 3.
Why is this business event for, let's do it one time. Sorry.
No, not why. But you're going to say this, it gives a small business owner.
This is a once in a lifetime opportunity.
For a small business owner not to come in at a very reason, whatever terminology to use, and not pay the big fees to have be exposed to the public. 1, 2, and 3.
This is a once in a lifetime opportunity to get your business seen by tens of thousands of people at an affordable price. You don't want to miss. Yeah. It's being marketed in the newspapers. If people are signing up for a large booth or having their logo on there, it's going to be marketed everywhere. It's being marketed right now.
Oh yeah, I forgot where it's from.
Just to let my YouTube channel.
Just 1 second. Subscribers. Mention radio for where's code radio? Mention code radio for a 5% discount for all vendors. Do it again. My voice is gone. Mention code radio for 5% discount for all vendors. Okay. So you understand that was my motive, is that to give people some sort of more of a copy.
Yeah. I appreciate it.
And then as time goes on, we'll have to add more. If you have big names coming, you have a different kind of wine and cheese is not going to. I mean, even
it worked for this event.
Okay. I went to an event where they didn't have any food. There was
Rioting?
Well, what happened was one of the banks that was sponsored brought sandwiches. It was such a push for those sandwiches.
Oh, God.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
I have people who aren't stopping from giving me things. Now, Bravo Pizza is giving me pizza for this event. I have
Okay.
arrangements. They're dropping off stuff for this event on Thursday. There's people aren't stopping.
Yeah, but we should have like a formal dinner, and that people like that. At the end, you can have a formal dinner. You can even give an award.
I'll think on it and I'll speak to the landlord.
You understand what I'm saying?
He feels like go ahead, try it. He has that same feeling as my boss. Like, oh, I don't know if you're gonna get 50 people. So I already have people signing up for that. I already have 10 or 12 people sign up for this event in May. Like I'm just like every day more and more people. I'm paying Eventbrite also a small amount, but they're building traffic for me, so it's worth every penny.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's hear it one last time, and then we'll go to your ad.
Okay, here we go. Go from the beginning. Hold on.
No, Zev, it's the best.
MJ. Best?
No, Dan, it's the best. NYS franchise and small business fair. Get tickets on Eventbrite.com.
Mention the code radio, 5% off for all vendors.
The best NYS franchise and small business fair will take place on Thursday, May 23rd at 9001 Beach Channel Drive by the old courthouse. Get your tickets on Eventbrite.com. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get your business seen by tens of thousands of people at an affordable price. You don't want to miss.
Mention code radio for 5% discount for all vendors. I could get rid of some of the spaces. In
That's
between,
good.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
good.
okay.
Approved. Got my
Okay.
stamp of approval.
Okay.
It's your turn.
Did you send me your
I sent you the script.
is that from text or
I WhatsApped it too.
what's that? Okay. So MJ, you're jumping in at the end? Paid for by Dan Levine, or you
Yeah.
want me to say that?
Yeah, I'll
Oh wait, I gotta send it to Zev.
Zev has it. Send it.
Oh, you have it.
What, the script?
Yeah,
yeah.
for that one.
But you don't need me for the script. I'm not saying anything.
Well, we have you
Yeah.
in it
Yes, you are.
because your delicious voice is very good.
So let me see.
And I have to knock on the
Do you want me to do the knock now?
Yeah, you do.
So if we do a knock, it will be heard. If I do a knock like this.
Or I could say knock knock.
Just say knock. That thing work. Okay. So you sent it me via. How'd you send me through WhatsApp?
Text on WhatsApp, yeah.
Oh, WhatsApp. Okay.
Is this your first time on air?
Yeah.
Do we need to make a shachiano? It's not my first time.
It's too late already because you've already been doing it for a half hour, so it's too late for knock. Who says?
Good point, Zev.
So what am I saying? Is knock knock? Who is it? Who says knock knock? Who is it?
I'm gonna say
goes
knock
knock,
knock. You're gonna say who is it?
Okay.
I'm gonna say Zev. It's me, your real estate attorney, Dan Levine. We have a closing today, and I have a new phone number. Please save it. 917-929-7396. Zev, can you repeat that so I know you have it right? Then you're going to repeat the number. And I'm going to say,
awesome. Okay, fine.
This is what I came up with.
And then you're going to say paid for by Dan Levine Law?
Paid for by Dan Levine Law.
Okay. It's not Dan Levine Law, but it doesn't matter.
What is it?
Russell and
Yeah, but I don't want to say that because I'm changing it. It's paid for by Dan Levine.
Dan Levine or Dan Levine and Associates, whatever.
How about Dan Levine Esquire?
Dan Levine Esquire.
Perfect.
In that voice.
Yes.
Okay. We got a little close. Let me get another voice level on you. Say something.
Knock knock.
Who's there? No, we didn't do it. Okay, we're
Right,
ready?
I was just testing. Right?
Yeah. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, and 3.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Zev, it's me, your real estate attorney. It's Dan Levine. We have a closing today, and I have a new number. Please save it. It's 917-929-7396. Zev, can you repeat that so I know you have it right?
917-929-7396.
You got it, Zev. Thanks.
Paid for by Dan Levine.
We have to do that part. Let me hear how it sounds. Okay, here we go.
Make it louder.
Yeah.
Zev, it's me, your real estate attorney. It's Dan Levine. We have a closing today, and I have a new number. Please save it. It's 917-929-7396. Zev, can you repeat that so I know you have it right?
917-929-7396.
You got it, Zev. Thanks.
Let's do that again. Okay.
My part?
Yeah, just your part. Let me hear you say something again.
Was I talking too fast?
No.
Okay.
Let me hear you say something.
Hello?
Okay.
Hello?
Okay, so just move back just a drop. When I count to 3, you're going to say your part. 1, 2, and 3.
Paid for by Dan Levine. Prior results are not guaranteed.
That part I didn't get.
That prior result's guaranteed.
No prior results, not guaranteed.
Right. That's right. It's a
Isn't
Okay.
that like a thing that
personal injury.
Let's hear it
That's
from
a
the
personal
beginning
injury
again.
thing.
Here we go.
Doesn't matter.
Paid for by Dan Levine.
You want to hear from the top? Here's the top again.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Zev, it's me, your real estate attorney. It's Dan Levine.
Even your
We have a closing today, and I have a new number. Please save it. It's 917-929-7396. Zev, can you repeat that so I know you have it right?
917-929-7396.
You got it, Zev. Thanks.
paid for by Dan Levine.
What'd you say? She what they were talking about back up?
I think that was good.
Yeah, that was good.
That was great.
And,
Yeah, that's
and what
great.
was we had one more script. He was gonna.
Yeah.
I don't have it.
Oh, you didn't bring it?
No, I didn't bring it.
Okay, fine. So we're not gonna.
Your face didn't light up bright enough when I first said it, so I didn't.
Hey, he said something like, "You don't have a real estate attorney? Are you out of your mind?" Or
Right.
something?
Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah. I said, "Hey, Zev, do you have a real estate?" There you go. Not finished.
I don't know why I did that voice, but I felt it was gonna be
It just-
on the rod.
It just came to you. You felt it in the moment.
I could have done Matthew McConaughey. I don't use Dan Levine because I want to.
Who are you imitating? Don Imus?
I bet Emily doesn't even know who that is.
Matthew McConaughey
He knows who Don Imus is. You know who
You know
Don
what
Imus is?
is?
before my time.
I told you.
And you have to roll the R's.
Yeah.
I don't use Dan Levine because I want to. I use him because I need to.
I like that. Don Imus was like Howard Stern's predecessor.
Ah,
He was like,
And that's Sid Rosenberg is taking over for him.
oh yeah? What? He was still working? Or he retired years ago?
He retired years ago, and Sid
Uh-huh.
Rosenberg, took over the mantle from Don Imus.
Mhm.
Then Don Imus passed away for a few years.
That's why.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Sid Rosenberg.
He's big. He's in fact, we're having him come for Shabbos dinner Friday night.
Really?
Yeah.
How old is he?
Must be in his 60s.
60s.
Yeah.
Right. He was one of the voices on, I guess, Imus' show, right?
I'm sure he was also big into sports radio.
660.
He was at 660 for a long time too. Right. So what are we doing? So your commercial, what are we doing with your commercial? We have to work out something what you want to do.
What do you mean?
Advertising. What do you want to do? Promotions, advertising.
I don't know. I mean, and I walked into the office this morning. It's like, hey, do you want to go to Zev Brenner with me? I didn't have anything prepared.
So I told him, prepare something, do
Okay.
it, and if you end up wanting to do it, Zev at least has a recording so we can tackle that.
Whenever you're ready, you want to do a campaign.
Yeah, I mean, do you think that my type of business, like real estate law, that it would actually get some traction on a show like yours?
There are a lot of real estate people listen to the shows, and we have some, some of them, some pretty big ones.
Uh-huh.
So the answer, how much business do you get? I have no idea. You got one good client, it could be worth the whole thing.
Of course.
Of course. Obviously, we'd have to pump you up some more. Maybe do some interviews here and there.
Yeah, I love to do that. Yeah.
We have to, build up an image. But we've done that before. We've helped people build an image, but nobody knew them when we finished. People knew them.
Yeah, would love that.
In fact, we saved the rabbi in Queens. They wanted to get rid of him in the Mukharin community.
How come?
Because his name ended in an OV.
No, because
What do you mean?
Mukharin, all their names end in OV.
The reason there were a few people who wanted to be chief rabbi. In fact, there are few people that proclaim. So we came up with a strategy. Did his own weekly radio show. I charted a course where he wasn't attacking his critics, and I got flagged. How dare you call him rabbi and why you put him on the air? Blah 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 blah. We did it. He was successful. That now he's back in the good graces of the community. It took time, but we did it. But he stuck to the course. We didn't deviate off the course.
Cool. Yeah. So you want me to try to think of? Some type of.
We have a different package. I can send you a media kit. Give me your email so you see what we have. But we have a 10 spot, or if you want to do your own weekly radio show podcast, that's another possibility. We have one lawyer doing wills and estates. In the program.
And he's just talking about the legal stuff, or or more so like personality type of thing.
He's doing more personality. He's having fun. He's supposed to talk about wills in the States. Just runs a commercial. Talks about Donald Trump's legal prowess. He's just having a good time.
Okay, and it's just him talking.
No, he has a sidekick.
He has a sidekick.
Yeah, a woman's sidekick.
A woman.
Yeah.
Ooh, controversy.
Yeah. So exactly, so he has a sidekick, and they talk about the Super Bowl. Whatever. He's just having a good time.
Right. And people listen to him.
Yeah, he has a nice follow. Yeah.
So you get paid per listener. How does it work?
No, he pays me for the half-hour show.
But how does he make money off of it?
He sponsors if he gets customers for his practice.
That's the only way.
Or he can have somebody else be a sponsor in his show. So if he were to get his clothing store to be a sponsor, he can make money on the show just by selling a couple of ads too.
So it's not like YouTube where you're getting paid the more people listen.
No.
Okay.
No. Different.
Like if you have a 30-minute show and then 5 minutes in, there's a commercial for 30 seconds and another one for 30 seconds, you can charge those people to run their commercials,
show.
And that pretty much could pay off the 30-minute
But you have to show the people who are paying for
how
the
many people are seeing
advertising.
it. Yeah.
Well, there's no hard numbers. It's over the years, no hard numbers.
So it's hard for people to want to get advertising.
No. All the stations do because they know they have a following. They know that people want to listen. If you want to reach Jewish people, you're going to come on my network. Shows. I have a doctor on the network. He's been on for 4 years already. Again, people know him. They like how he sounds, so they go to him. And he gets one good customer. It's
right. Yeah. Absolutely.
Let me just get your. What's your email address?
Daniel, DANIEL, at Russell Walsh Law, RUSSELL.
Law.
Walsh.
Oh, Russell
Walsh.
WALSH.
Yes, law.
Okay.
.com.
That's Daniel. RUSSELLWALSH law.com.
Yeah. And
I'm thinking, what's your number?
Here's my card.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Here, take my cell phone.
917
929.
Yes.
7396.
That's your new number. Remember, knock knock.
Oh, that's your number.
Yeah, that was the knock knock number. Yeah.
You're giving him. I never even got a business card from you.
I gave you a card.
No, you didn't. You never did. I don't have any left.
I thought you were beyond card.
No.
But okay. I'm not in Connecticut anymore.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Here's one of my cards.
Yes, sir.
Here's my email on the bottom.
I bought it still. Okay, terrific.
Yeah.
And I gave you a car in that bag.
Okay, thank
No,
you.
a car.
A car.
I gave you my car.
Your car.
'Cause I don't know if you saw my car. When you come out, you'll see I have my face on my car.
Oh, okay. I
So
didn't see that.
I gave you my car pen.
Your
So
car.
I have a pen. You know, it didn't have
You
my
have a pen.
face on the pen,
You have a pension.
but I was able to get my contact information on a pen that's shaped like a car.
Oh, very nice.
I said to China, I'm like, can you put my face in the window of the car? They said,
Yeah.
no, I can't put face in the car. I can't do that. I'm like, yeah. And I showed him a picture of my car with my face on it. I'm like, I put it on my car. You should put it on the car pen.
So on the way back, you have to listen to 102.7 FM HD3.
Okay.
Okay.
You have what your car do you have?
I have a 2022 Hyundai Kona. It's white.
You have HD in there.
Yeah.
You definitely have HD channels.
And it is a very reliable car in the snow.
You friends with Sharman?
He's come to my show a few times. In fact, I'm inviting him back in a few weeks. I've had him. I've had Bill Clinton. I had all the prime ministers of Israel. I've had a lot of interesting people over the course of time. But Sharman will come to me.
Now we're going to interview you. How did you get into this business? Why radio?
All right. It was a hobby. I was an optician in my previous lifetime.
I see.
But EVD was being sold in 1981 to a Christian group. So a lot of people said they don't have FM radio. So I got involved with the group that was leasing time to keep Jewish programming in the Christian station. That's how I started.
And it's 770.
We were then on 1330.
Now it's 770.
So we're on 710 a.m., which is WR. We were for a while on 770.
Mm-hmm.
But our SNR is 620 on the AM dial. That's what we're nightly. And our big thing now is WNEW. We're 24 hours a day on 102.7 FM HD3.
Mm-hmm.
That's our big thing. And you can catch us 24 hours a day.
Okay. It's going to be my new favorite station.
You have to put it onto your car radio when you come home. Maybe we'll do a shout out to you.
I hope so.
You know what? I'm going to run the commercial. If you listen, I'll plug the,
Okay,
I'll put in the
The
commercial.
last time I did a ad with you, I took a video of my car radio playing. And I was like waiting for that exact moment. I told every single one of my friends, I'm like, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, I heard it."
I can put it on. I can put it on the station. So it can play in about 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
We were talking about it before we came here. Would you agree that, like, if it's funny, then it's more memorable?
Yes, the answer is if it's funny and pitches a point, people remember. Because here's the problem today: there's so much clutter with the internet. How do you stand out? If it's memorable, that people will smile, they'll laugh at it, and give them support. That's why I'm also big into catchy toll-free numbers. For my doctor in Manhattan, I found 833 MD Help Me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, or for Chabad in Poland, I found Save a Jew.
MD Help Me. How many letters is that?
It's 8, but it drops off after 7.
Okay.
No, MD Help Me. Yeah, drops off after 7. I found Save a Jew for Chabad in Poland.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so catchy stuff.
Definitely.
Even for
1-800-Lawyers.
Yeah, or even for the lawyer that's on the radio right now, I found the number 833 Get a Will.
1-800-CLOSE NOW.
If you can find that, yeah.
What's his name? The justice.
His name is Tamir Zakai.
Okay.
Yeah, he's from Brooklyn, but he has an office in Manhattan, and he's doing this real estate. He's not real estate. He's doing wills and estates.
Right.
So let me see. I'll look it up and see if it's available. What did you mention as the name of it?
I said 1-800-CLOSE NOW.
Let's see. I'm pretty good at finding.
And like closing a door, not closes that you wear.
But like I was talking, it was really the brokers.
On that,
really
But regardless, both of them are closed now.
Close now is not available.
It's not available.
Close it. Let's see.
CLOSI.
1-800-CLOSINGs.
Probably not available either.
CLOSING. Closing is 7.
Yeah, but it's not available. It's all taken.
Closing is also taken?
All taken, yeah. That I knew for sure, but I thought maybe close it or my close. Not available either. You have to come up with some different closing because they seem to be all gone. Other people have it already.
Real estate, REAL.
Dan Levine is available. 855 Dan Levine is available.
That's pretty good.
855 is a pretty good
I
number.
mean, I was thinking about changing my name, but maybe I'll keep it. Dan Levine's so generic.
Are you gonna change your name to close now?
No, but Dan Levine is available, so that's how you may wait. It doesn't cost anything. It costs like 4 or 5 cents a minute when people call you. It's a good marketing tool. And it could
Can I
really
get it for free?
Yeah, I'll give you a guy who does it for free. The only thing you pay is
No, I was just kidding. You said 4 or 5 cents a minute. So I said, can I get it for free?
oh, for free. Okay.
For three. For three.
For free. Yeah, you could negotiate for free. I thought you said free.
You're a harder negotiator than I am. You took it all the way down.
I got to bring it up again.
The Art of the Deal.
Yes, I don't have that book yet.
I don't. Never read it.
Did you hear about that deal that Ryan Serhant did? He was trying to sell a luxury condo in Manhattan. It has like this, looked like a big diamond. This place like a big pyramid. It's like, you see that that building over there that looks kind of like a diamond. So I was selling one of the condos in there, and it was like, I don't know, maybe $2 million. And I told the owner, there's no way I can get it for $2 million. I told him it's not going to sell for anything more than 1.5. So I listed it at 1.5, and I ended up getting a buyer, and the buyer liked it, but the buyer said, I don't do anything without getting a good deal. I must get a bargain. I must get a good deal. So here's what I did. I quickly called up my associate at work. I told my assistant, change it everywhere. Change it on MLS. Change it every single place from 1.5 to 2 million. And I'm going to tell him I'm giving him a $500,000 discount.
Mm-hmm.
Or he really marked it up to 2.5 and then lowered it to 2. So he got 500,000 more but he got what the owner originally wanted, which was the 2 million. So just by making the guy feel like he won and then saying afterwards how he did that to him, I thought it was very, very creative. So
what's your page? I'm going to your page. What is it?
MJ Realtor 365.
Serhant also put a period after his last name.
Yes, certainly that.
Which is also a very cool move, I thought.
Mm-hmm. I don't think his face is on this card, though. And I also dyed my beard for my photos.
What, you dyed it red?
Yeah, I dyed it more red.
More red.
I dyed it Zev.
Wait, hold on. Are you being serious right now?
No, I really did, yeah.
Really? How come?
Because I felt that in media, in newspapers, it would pop more with that color. So I did it like that. And I had people say to me, oh, why don't you just Photoshop it? I said, you are no fun. And then I also ordered a custom tie that said MJ from China. And I wore that tie. That is my logo.
That's what that was.
Holding my tie.
I was wondering why you were holding the tie.
Exactly. And someone's like, oh, why did you just Photoshop it? I'm like, you're not fun.
Yeah, they're not fun.
Yeah.
Losers.
One of them was my sister.
Yeah.
Well, that's funny. All right.
My son says that to me now.
Losers?
Yeah. He's like, he said this morning, he's like, oh, because I was going into the office and he's off from school. School's closed. It's like, Dad, you're going to work?
No,
you loser!
That's funny. That's funny.
Do your kids also call you loser? Or is it just mine?
Only I have a friend called a loser. A loser.
Oh, no, that's different. Yeah. That's different. No, my kids actively call me.
How old are your kids?
You have to find other kids then.
I'm in the process. 16, 13, 10, and 7.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So they're all in high schools and schools in the 5 towns?
Yeah, they're in, what's it called? South Shore, Darche, and Nishmas.
I don't know Nishmas, but is that the
Nishmas is relatively new. It's in Inwood.
Down there where the Brandeis was. That's the
No, I don't know what that is.
That's in Cedarhurst.
Oh, you mean Gesher?
I know what it's called. There's a new school that came where the Brandeis used to be.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what that is.
No.
I don't know what that is. Where's Brandeis?
It's on the block of Chosen Island.
No. I know where Brandeis is, but what's there now?
There's a new school, but I don't know what the name of it is.
Rambam used to be right beside them. And
yeah.
Moved right next to our office.
Yeah. And now Gesher is where Rambam used to be. Right. But where did Brandeis go?
Out of business.
Out of business. And they were like conservative.
Conservative.
Maybe conservative.
Conservative.
Conservative, right.
Yeah.
Right. Apparently the conservative the whole movement is
is
just
dying.
dying.
In Manhattan too, Salma Shekhar is going out of business. And
Salma Shekhar is going out of business.
one school in Manhattan is going out of business.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's hard for them to maintain their.
I don't know why that happened exactly, because so it seems that people are either going to the right or
the conservative movement
out.
Has made mistakes, so they become reformed. So the congregants are not really that religious, not into interest in religion.
So is the reform movement still strong, or they're also weakening?
Also weakening, but they still have their own, because you can have to be Jewish to remember the reform movement.
You don't even have to be Jewish.
Correct. You can be patrilineal, or if your father's Jewish but your mother's not, you can be.
Right.
You know, so it's much easier to have. But the biggest competition is Chabad.
The biggest competition to
reform is Chabad. Yeah, Chabad gets a lot of people go to conservative reform, not in the 5 towns, but other areas.
So our people are either going to the right or just not even associated.
Right. Or they can go Zoom. So why go to synagogue? I can watch it on Zoom. But if I'm going to Zoom, I don't have to go to the synagogue 2 miles away. I can go to Zoom. Big
in Jerusalem,
Manhattan. Right. I can go any place. I can watch it on Zoom. Right.
Right.
That's the biggest problem.
I heard that the numbers were 10% Orthodox Jews in the United States, 10% Orthodox Jews, 90% secular. Is that accurate, would you say?
I would say most of the people are none of the above. They're not involved at all.
Right. But is it 90-10, would you say?
No. Well, yeah, conservative could have 20% and 25%. Reform could have 15-20%. But the majority of people even who identify as reform are not necessarily committed.
Mm-hmm. So it's about 10% Orthodox, approximately.
Approximately. And growing, yeah.
And growing.
Yeah. All right.
You're going to be a loser and go back to work?
Yeah.
Okay, me too. Thanks again for having us.
My pleasure. Good. Thank you. Sorry again for the construction.
I love it. No, I love the...
Thanks for watching.
Peace, y'all. Great to meet you, Zev.
Likewise. So we'll be in touch. If you want to do something like your own show or something, we can talk about it.
I've always wanted to do my own show.
So it could be the opportunity. I saw it a lot of people. You know Morty Davis in the 5 towns?
No.
D.H. Flair, one owner of a big investment house, D.H. Flair?
No.
So I started him doing a weekly radio show.
Yeah, what does he talk about?
But he was supposed to talk about